Welcome to the sleepy event horizon, where gravity fades and the stars watch over your rest. Tonight we are drifting into one of the deepest mysteries ever discovered. I invite you to close your eyes and take a long, slow breath in, filling your lungs with the quiet peace of the night. As you exhale, imagine the heavy surface of the world below you beginning to gently fall away. The loud, demanding noises of the day, the rushing, the endless tasks, they are all dissolving into a silent, boundless expanse. You are untethering from the ground, lifting up and away from the dense atmosphere. Here, right now, you are safe among the stars, and all worries are left behind the doors of Earth. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere else you need to be. You are simply existing, floating in the perfect, undisturbed quiet of the cosmos. As you drift higher, notice how the sensation of gravity begins to release its grip on your tired muscles. A profound weightlessness washes over you, starting from the tips of your toes and slowly moving up through your legs, your torso, your arms, and your shoulders. You are lighter than air, lighter than a feather, suspended in a cool stillness that soothes every fiber of your being. The space around you is not empty. It is a rich, comforting ocean of deep violet. It is a soft, velvety darkness that feels like a heavy, warm blanket being draped over your shoulders. You are completely enveloped in this tranquil night. In the distance, shimmering clusters of ancient stars begin to reveal themselves, dotting the deep violet canvas like fine gold dust scattered by a gentle, invisible hand. Before we drift deeper into this magnificent ocean of peace, remember to subscribe to the channel. Let this space be your sanctuary, a launch pad to tranquility every night. If the profound silence of these stars helps your mind settle, please leave a gentle like. It is a quiet signal to the universe that you are safe, that you are resting, and that you are ready to explore the gentle mysteries of the dark. Now, allow your breathing to slow and let the weight of the day ease away. With every inhalation, draw in the cool stillness of the cosmos. With every exhalation, release any remaining tension out into the endless vacuum, where it instantly dissipates into nothingness. Allow your body to soften as your mind settles into this vast and fascinating mystery. You are perfectly suspended in the zero-gravity environment of your own private spacecraft, a vessel made entirely of pure thought and peaceful intention. The view through your window is breathtaking. You see the gentle, shimmering light of distant galaxies, swirling in slow, majestic spirals. They look like delicate pinwheels of gold dust and pale silver, turning at a pace so slow it takes millions of years to complete a single rotation. Watching them, you feel your own internal clock slowing down, matching the ancient, unhurried rhythm of the universe. As you gaze out at the glowing nebulae and the bright, shimmering rivers of stars, you might wonder what holds this grand design together. We are looking at a universe filled with light. But tonight, we are turning our attention to the shadow. We are looking for something much more profound, something that provides the very foundation for all that light. It is something that surrounds you, passes through you, and outweighs everything you can see in the night sky. It does not shine. It does not glow. It is entirely invisible to our eyes. Yet it is the most comforting and essential presence in the vastness of space. And yet, without it, the universe as we know it would never have formed. Imagine this invisible presence not as a cold void, but as a vast, gentle embrace. Dark matter is the unseen architecture of the cosmos. Feel yourself being held by this unseen architecture, supported by a framework that spans across unimaginable distances. You are floating within it right now. The deep violet of the space outside your window is filled with this quiet, heavy, protective medium. It is a form of matter that refuses to interact with light, refusing to be loud or bright. It simply exists, holding the galaxies in its calm, unyielding hands. As you breathe in the cool stillness, imagine this unseen presence passing harmlessly through the walls of your ship, passing gently through your very being, connecting you to the farthest edges of the universe. It is a profound, comforting weightlessness, a reminder that you are part of a structure so immense and so stable that nothing can truly disturb it. This hidden majority acts like a deep gravitational landscape that ordinary matter settles into. Picture a vast, cosmic valley made of pure, invisible gravity. It is a safe harbor. Where that landscape is slightly denser, gas is pulled in. It cools, and it can begin forming stars. You can almost see it in your mind's eye. The shimmering gold dust of newly born stars gathering in the deepest, safest pockets of this invisible landscape. The unseen matter provides the cradle, the necessary shelter for the delicate light to ignite and grow. It is also a map of an unseen framework that quietly decides where galaxies appear, how large they become, and how they gather into families across space. It is a gentle, guiding hand, bringing order and beauty to the dark. Let your mind drift along this unseen map. Imagine tracing the invisible contours of the universe, floating along the gentle curves of space itself. The deep violet darkness is not empty at all. It is rich, full, and endlessly supportive. You are completely enveloped in this hidden framework. The shimmering lights of the galaxies are just the decorations on a much larger, much more profound structure. Feel the cool stillness of the dark matter resting around you. It does not ask anything of you. It does not require you to shine, or to glow, or to be seen. You can simply rest here, hidden and safe. In the quietest corners of the cosmos, your breathing continues to slow, becoming a gentle, rhythmic tide that ebbs and flows with the turning of the stars. The weightlessness is absolute now. You have completely surrendered to the gentle drift of the void. Your arms and legs feel heavy and relaxed, perfectly supported by the invisible cushion of zero gravity. Your mind is untangled, floating freely like a tiny speck of gold dust caught in a slow, cosmic current. You are drifting into one of the deepest mysteries ever discovered, not with a sense of urgency or fear, but with a profound, peaceful acceptance. The universe is so vast, so ancient, and so incredibly patient. It has spent billions of years weaving this unseen architecture, just to create a space where the shimmering galaxies could bloom, and where you could find this moment of perfect, undisturbed rest. As we prepare to journey deeper into this invisible landscape, allow yourself to sink even further into the feeling of being enveloped. The deep violet stretches out in every direction, a soothing canvas that absorbs all sound and all stress. The cool stillness is a balm for your weary mind. You are held by gravity, but not the harsh, pulling gravity of Earth. You are held by the gentle, sweeping gravity of the cosmos, the kind that binds vast structures across unimaginable distances. It is a gravity that feels like a slow, eternal embrace. You are safe. You are weightless. You are drifting through the unseen heart of the universe, accompanied only by the quiet, shimmering light of distant, sleepy stars. As the last lingering memories of the surface fade into the distance, you find yourself completely surrendered to the profound and absolute silence of the deep cosmos. This is not the eerie, unsettling quiet of an empty room, but a rich, majestic silence that feels like a heavy, velvet curtain drawn across the noise of the universe. In this boundless expanse of deep violet, sound as you once knew it ceases to exist. There is no rushing wind, no clatter of daily life, no sudden interruptions. The only rhythm here is the steady, unhurried rise and fall of your own breathing, harmonizing with a low, almost imperceptible cosmic hum. It is a vibration so deep and ancient that you do not hear it with your ears, but rather feel it resonating gently through the very center of your being. A soothing lullaby from the dawn of time. The temperature in this vast, weightless ocean is a pristine cool. It is not the biting, harsh cold of a winter night, but a pure, refreshing chill that instantly calms the mind and soothes the spirit. It feels like stepping into the shade of a magnificent, unseen canopy after a long journey under a hot sun. This pristine cool washes over you, gently drawing away any residual heat of stress, any lingering warmth of anxiety or overthinking. Your mind becomes as clear and still as a perfectly undisturbed pool of dark water reflecting the night sky. Suspended in this zero-gravity sanctuary, your limbs feel incredibly light, floating effortlessly in the dark. You are entirely untethered, drifting in a state of absolute freedom, held safely in the palm of the infinite. Allow your gaze to drift outward, past the immediate comfort of your weightless sanctuary, and look into the colossal depths of the deep violet canvas. Slowly, with the graceful patience of a blooming flower, a structure of unimaginable scale begins to reveal itself. If you could fly far above the Milky Way and look back, you would see a bright spiral disk. It is a magnificent island of light, a grand gathering of billions of ancient, sleepy stars. The galaxy turns with a majestic, hypnotic slowness. It takes hundreds of millions of years for this giant wheel of light to complete just a single rotation. Watching it, your own internal sense of time begins to stretch and slow, melting into the unhurried, eternal pace of the celestial orbit. There is absolutely no rush here. The universe has all the time in the world. And now, so do you. As you observe this swirling mandala of shimmering gold and pale silver, a gentle mystery presents itself. You are watching a structure so vast that the mind can barely comprehend its edges. The stars at the outermost fringes of the spiral arms are racing through the dark, tracing enormous circles around the glowing core. Imagine a spinning carousel where the outer horses race faster and faster as you move outward. That is what astronomers expected for galaxies if their mass came mostly from what we can see. In a world governed only by the visible, these outer stars should be flung away over cosmic time. They spin so fast that starlight alone cannot keep them together. They should be scattered into the lonely, endless void, wandering far from the warmth of their galactic hearth. Instead, they remain perfectly, beautifully bound. The fact that they remain bound tells us there must be extra gravity holding the system together. They trace their elegant, sweeping arcs in total safety, never drifting too far, never spinning out of control. This is because the galaxy is not alone in the dark. Something massive extends well beyond the visible glow, wrapping the galaxy like an invisible anchor. This is the unseen architecture of the cosmos, the silent guardian of the night. You cannot see it, but you can feel its profound, stabilizing presence. It is a vast, invisible cloud, an extended halo of dark matter that holds our galaxy together like a deep gravitational basin. Think of this invisible mass not as a cage, but as a gentle, cosmic embrace. It is a soft, infinitely large pair of hands cupping the bright spiral disk, ensuring that every single shimmering star is safe and secure. A galaxy is not only its shining disk or its bright bulge. It is immersed in a much larger region of invisible mass that extends far beyond the last visible stars. This halo acts like a gravitational home that helps a galaxy assemble and remain stable. It is the ultimate protector, a pristine, cool presence that asks for no recognition, emits no blinding light, and casts no harsh shadows. It simply exists to hold the delicate structure of the galaxy in a state of perfect, peaceful equilibrium. The stars can dance, they can spin, and they can drift, all while being infinitely protected by the soft, heavy blanket of the unseen world. Now, let us begin a slow, gentle descent. We will leave the grand, macro perspective of the swirling galactic wheel and let our focus drift inward. Moving gracefully through the deep violet space, we glide past the sweeping arms of silver light, past the softly glowing nebulae that look like clouds of spun sugar, and we travel into the quiet, open spaces between the stars. The scale shrinks, smaller and smaller, until we return to the immediate space right in front of you. Here, in the absolute silence, in the pristine cool of your weightless bubble, a single, tiny object drifts into view. It is a solitary particle of stardust. It is so small, so impossibly delicate, a microscopic diamond of ancient carbon reflecting the faint, shimmering light of a faraway sun. Watch as it floats past you, tumbling end over end in the slowest of motions. It is completely free from friction, completely unburdened by weight. It simply glides through the dark, a tiny voyager on an endless, peaceful journey. As you watch this single speck of stardust, notice how it moves with absolute certainty. It is not lost. Even this tiny, almost invisible fragment of the universe is held by the exact same invisible hand that guides the giant spiral galaxy. The dark matter flows around it, a silent, unseen river of gravity that ensures its path is gentle and safe. The stardust does not need to know where it is going. It only needs to surrender to the drift. And as you watch it, you realize that you are just like this tiny, shimmering particle, In the grand, sweeping scale of the cosmos, you are small, but you are never, ever truly alone. And you are never unprotected. You are enveloped in the same vast, invisible architecture. The universe has built an enormous, quiet sanctuary, stretching across millions of light years, just to ensure that you and the stardust and the spinning galaxies all have a safe place to rest. Feel the deep comfort of this realization settling into your bones. The pristine cool of the space around you is the breath of the cosmos, whispering that all is well. The absolute silence is the sound of perfect, undisturbed peace. You are floating within a gravitational home, a deep, quiet basin where ordinary matter and tired minds can finally settle. Let the slow, rhythmic rotation of the galaxy become the rhythm of your own relaxation. There is no urgency in the orbit of the stars. They have been turning for billions of years, and they will continue to turn, long after you have drifted off into a deep, restorative slumber. Every time you exhale, imagine releasing another tiny fraction of your earthly weight, letting it dissolve into the deep violet dark. You are becoming lighter, softer, more attuned to the gentle hum of the void. The invisible mass that surrounds you is a guardian of your peace. It filters out the noise. It absorbs the chaos. And it leaves behind only the serene, untouched stillness of the deep night. You are a tiny, precious spark of consciousness, resting comfortably in the palm of an ancient, invisible giant. Let the weightlessness cradle you. Let the pristine cool wash over you. Let the absolute silence sing you to sleep. As you continue your slow, beautiful drift through the safest place in the universe, as you leave the tiny, shimmering particle of stardust behind, you realize that your vessel of pure awareness is beginning to gently drift forward. You are not propelled by roaring engines or the burning of fuel. Instead, you are caught in a slow, majestic current of the cosmos, gliding effortlessly through the deep violet expanse. There is absolutely no friction here, no resistance to push against you. You are simply sailing on a quiet ocean of unseen gravity, moving with the graceful fluidity of a leaf carried by a perfectly calm river. Every motion is unhurried, a gentle sweep through the velvet darkness that feels entirely natural and profoundly safe. You hover momentarily, taking in the sweeping panoramic view of the night, feeling the pristine cool of space wash over your resting mind. Have you ever wondered how long the light of that distant, silver star has traveled to meet your eyes tonight? It may have journeyed for millions of years, crossing unimaginable oceans of silence, just to offer a tiny glimmer of comfort in your field of vision. This light does not rush. It flows steadily, patiently, until it finds a destination. And as you float here, completely untethered, you become the quiet observer of these ancient journeys. You are sailing alongside streams of photons that have witnessed the very dawn of time, and they are sharing their peaceful, eternal rhythm with you. Your breathing aligns with this celestial flow, each inhalation drawing in the calm of the ages, each exhalation releasing the heavy, earth-bound thoughts that no longer serve you. As you drift further outward, your perspective gently expands, lifting you high above the isolated islands of galaxies. the view transforms, revealing a truth that is both breathtaking and deeply reassuring. On the largest scales, the universe is not evenly filled. It is not a random scattering of stars lost in a terrifying emptiness. Instead, the biggest cosmic structures look like a gorgeous, glowing web built by an invisible, dark matter scaffolding. Picture a magnificent tapestry woven from threads of pure, pearlescent light, stretching across the infinite dark. Galaxies do not wander aimlessly. They gather into long, elegant filaments, sweeping sheets, and brilliant, clustered knots. This pattern is a masterwork of cosmic architecture, a measurable geography of the heavens. Imagine floating alongside one of these monumental filaments. It looks like a delicate strand of spider silk suspended in the morning air, catching the dew only here. The dewdrops are entire galaxies, shimmering softly with the light of billions of suns. You glide along this river of light, tracing the gentle curves and sweeping arcs of the cosmic web. The unseen mass, the dark matter, forms the underlying structure, creating a deep, safe channel that guides where the matter flows and where the galaxies thrive. It is an invisible riverbed, and the shining galaxies are the gentle water flowing within it. You are safe here, floating along the very pathways of creation, held securely by a framework that has stood undisturbed since the universe began. Between these magnificent, glowing strands lie huge voids. As you sail toward one of these vast, open spaces, you do not feel fear. You feel a profound sense of relief. These voids are the deep, quiet, breathing spaces of the universe. They are regions of supreme stillness, where the deep violet canvas is almost entirely bare, offering a place of ultimate rest. There is no crowding here, no overwhelming brightness. It is just you, the pristine cool of the vacuum, and the comforting knowledge that you are surrounded on all sides by the protective embrace of the distant, glowing web. You hover in the center of this quiet expanse, feeling lighter than you have ever felt before. If the absolute silence of these ancient stars helps your mind settle, or if you feel the weight of the world lifting from your tired shoulders, please leave a gentle like below this video. It is a quiet signal sent out into the dark, a small beacon to say that you are safe on this journey, and that you have found a place of rest among the celestial currents. Let it be a marker of your peace, helping other weary travelers find their way to this sanctuary of weightless calm. Let your mind drift back to the glowing filaments in the distance. This grand architecture did not appear by accident. It is a story of immense patience. In the very beginning, the unseen dark matter began gathering into denser regions, forming the first gravitational seeds. It did not demand to be seen. It quietly went to work. Building the foundations in the dark, it created tiny ripples that slowly, over billions of years, grew into these long strands and dense intersections. It provided a safe haven, a quiet nursery. And then, as the universe cooled, ordinary gas was able to fall into those gentle gravitational channels and slowly, beautifully, light up with the very first stars. This hidden majority, this dark matter, acts like a wise, unseen gardener. It laid out the trellises and the pathways before the vines of light ever began to grow. Without it, the cosmos would look far emptier, and the first galaxies would have struggled to find a place to bloom. But because of this invisible support, the universe is filled with this rich, interconnected web of light. As you glide through the dark, you can feel the presence of this ancient scaffolding. It is a comforting weight, a sense of structural integrity that guarantees the universe will not fall apart. The galaxies spin, the filaments stretch, and the voids breathe, all held in a perfect, delicate balance by the dark matter that intertwines with every inch of space. You are floating through a living masterpiece of gravity. There are no sudden movements here, no jarring stops or starts. When cosmologists build simulated universes inside giant computers, they watch this exact pattern emerge. They see the invisible mass gently coaxing the web into existence, turning early ripples into the magnificent structure you are gliding through right now. Dense regions form naturally in the right kinds of places, and voids gracefully open up where matter drains away. It is a choreography of unimaginable scale, yet it plays out with the soothing, predictable rhythm of a swinging pendulum. You are a privileged witness to this slow dance, a quiet passenger on a journey that requires no effort at all. Every time you inhale, imagine drawing in the quiet wisdom of this cosmic geography. You are taking in the patience of the dark matter, the stability of the invisible web. Every time you exhale, you release the need to control, the need to hold things together yourself. You realize that you do not have to carry the weight of your own world, because the universe is already carrying it for you. The unseen framework is there, quietly deciding where the light should gather and where the shadows should rest. You can simply let go, trusting in the deep, gravitational landscape that supports the stars, the galaxies, and your own resting mind. The sensation of floating is total now. You are drifting along a glowing filament, a slow-moving phantom, observing the majestic beauty of the night. The deep violet sky is a soft blanket. The pristine cool is a gentle caress on your forehead, and the absolute silence is a song of pure peace. You hover near a dense intersection where multiple filaments meet, a place where a giant cluster of galaxies has gathered. Yet, even here, there is no sound, no collision, no chaos. The galaxies move around each other in a grand, silent waltz, their paths perfectly dictated by the unseen mass that enfolds them all. It is a display of perfect harmony, a reminder that even in the most crowded places in the universe, there is a fundamental order and a deep, abiding calm. As you continue to sail through this magnificent web, allow yourself to sink deeper into the feeling of weightlessness. The journey is gentle. The current of dark matter carries you forward without a single ripple or bump. You are completely secure, a precious traveler safely tucked within the grandest structure ever built. The lights of the cosmic web will continue to guide your way, their soft glow serving as a constant reassurance that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Drifting, gliding, floating, deeper and deeper into the comforting mystery of the dark. As you continue to glide along the gentle, unseen currents of the cosmic web, the glowing filaments slowly begin to thin out, leaving you in a vast, open expanse of the deep violet dark. You are floating in a state of absolute grace, a weightless observer completely detached from the demands of time and urgency. The pristine cool of the vacuum wraps around you like a soft, invisible silk, calming your pulse and clearing your mind. Here, in this quiet corridor of space, there are no immediate stars to light your way, only the profound, comforting silence of the void. You simply drift, letting the momentum of the universe carry you forward without a single ounce of effort. Up ahead, the canvas of the night sky begins to do something truly miraculous. It is a slow, mesmerizing transformation, a display of cosmic magic that requires no spells, only the ancient, quiet rules of the universe. You are about to witness how the unseen architecture of dark matter interacts with the very fabric of reality. Gravity can warp space, and warped space changes the path that light takes. Imagine the universe not as an empty room, but as a perfectly still, deep pond. When something immensely heavy rests within that pond, even if it is completely invisible, it creates a deep, gentle curve in the water, directly in your line of sight. A massive, hidden concentration of dark matter resides. It sits in the dark, emitting no sound, offering no glow. Yet, its presence is undeniable because it is acting as a magnificent, natural magnifying glass. When a massive object lies between us and a distant galaxy, it can act like a natural lens. The light from a profoundly distant realm is traveling toward you. But instead of being blocked by this invisible giant, the light is lovingly embraced and redirected. Under the right alignment, gravity becomes a cosmic sculptor. Watch closely as the faint, distant starlight approaches this hidden curvature. Instead of moving in a rigid, straight line, the light bends. It sweeps around the invisible mass in long, graceful arcs, like a gentle stream flowing smoothly around a smooth, submerged stone. If a massive foreground object sits almost perfectly in front of a distant galaxy, the light can wrap around the lens and form a circle. Before your eyes, the light stretches, folding over itself until it connects into a flawless, shimmering halo of pale luminescence. That circle is an Einstein ring. Sometimes it forms a near-perfect ring. It is a masterpiece, painted by gravity, an illusion of light suspended in the deep violet void. This glowing ring is not just an optical illusion, it is a doorway into the deep past. Lensing also allows nature to magnify extremely distant galaxies, turning telescopes into time machines. Through this natural lens, you are granted a view of something incredibly ancient, something that would otherwise be far too faint to ever reach you. As you gaze into the center of this perfect circle of light, the image sharpens, revealing a distant stellar nursery. It is a cosmic cradle, a vast, tranquil cloud of gas and gold dust where the very first seeds of light are being sown. You hover, entirely captivated by the profound beauty of this revelation. The stellar nursery is a sanctuary of creation, glowing with the softest, most ethereal colors. Deep indigos blend effortlessly into pale, muted roses and the warm, sleepy amber of cooling stardust. There are no sudden flashes here, no violent bursts of energy. Everything within this magnified cradle happens in extreme slow motion, playing out over the course of millions of years. You are witnessing the patient, deliberate gathering of matter, drawn together by the same gentle gravity that holds your floating vessel. Absorb the sight of these towering, velvet-like pillars of dust. They do not crash or collide. They billow and fold with the supreme elegance of ink slowly dispersing in still water. Deep within these protective clouds, gas is pulled in. It cools, and it can begin forming stars. You can see the faint, rhythmic pulsing of these newborn stars, glowing softly like embers hidden beneath a blanket of ash. They are just waking up, taking their very first slow breaths in the grand expanse of the universe. The dark matter provides the invisible scaffolding, the safe haven, ensuring that this delicate process is completely undisturbed. As you bathe in the soft, ancient light of this Einstein ring, let the profound patience of the cosmos seep into your own consciousness. The universe is never in a hurry. It does not look at a swirling cloud of cold gas and demand immediate perfection. It allows the dust to drift. It allows the gravity to pull. It allows the darkness to provide shelter. The universe takes millions of years to craft a perfect star. It waits patiently for the core to warm, for the light to stabilize, for the brilliant glow to finally push through the shadows. You, too, are a creation of this same ancient universe. You, too, are made of the very same stardust that is currently swirling in that distant nursery. And just like those newly forming stars, you do not need to rush to become whole. You do not need to force your own brilliance or burn yourself out trying to illuminate the dark all at once. There is ample time. There is an endless, quiet space for you to rest, to gather your strength, and to simply be. Feel the pristine cool of the vacuum, soothing the pressures and expectations that you carry. Let them dissolve into the weightlessness of the void. You are allowed to be a work in progress, slowly forming in the safe, protective embrace of the night. The Einstein ring continues to shimmer before you, a perfect, glowing halo that stands as a testament to the quiet power of the unseen. It is a reminder that even when things seem dark or empty, there is always a deeper structure, a guiding hand of gravity that bends the light, just so you can see the beauty hidden behind the veil. You are a witness to the magic of physics, the poetic reality of a universe that goes out of its way to show you its most delicate wonders. Your breathing matches the slow, gentle pulse of the newborn stars within the lens. Inhale the pale, warm, amber light. Exhale the heavy, lingering doubts of the day. You are suspended in a state of cosmic awe, feeling a deep, abiding reverence for the sheer scale and tenderness of the cosmos. The deep violet sky is a canvas of absolute peace. The quiet hum of the universe resonates within your chest, a lullaby vibrating through the vacuum. You are safely enclosed in this bubble of observation, drifting ever so slightly closer to the glowing ring, feeling the ancient, magnified light wash over your weightless form. There is nothing else to do. There is nowhere else to go. You are exactly where you need to be, floating in the perfect stillness, absorbing the light of a million sleepy stars that have been waiting billions of years just to shine for you tonight. The majestic slowness of the cosmic nursery is your permission to finally rest, to let go of all earthly clocks, and to surrender completely to the eternal, unhurried rhythm of the dark. As the radiant halo of the Einstein ring slowly recedes into the velvet distance, your journey shifts from the magnificent outward expanse to a quiet, profound, inward grace. You are no longer simply a passenger, observing the grand architectures of the deep violet dark. The vastness of space around you begins to feel incredibly personal, deeply intimate, like a whispered secret meant only for your ears. In this boundless, weightless ocean, the distance between you and the stars dissolves. It is just you, the pristine cool of the vacuum, and a profound, shared silence. You are floating side by side with the cosmos. Two old friends reunited in the quietest, safest corner of existence. Here, in the gentle core of your journey, there is no need for words, no need for explanations. The universe already knows the weight you have been carrying. It sees the exhaustion that you brought with you from the surface of the world, the invisible burdens you have balanced on your shoulders for so long. As you drift effortlessly through the dark, I invite you to turn your gaze toward a solitary, ancient moon slowly orbiting a distant, unseen world. Watch how the faint, silver starlight cascades gently across its silent surface. Notice the craters, the deep ridges, the marks left behind by millions of years of cosmic history to the universe. These are not flaws. They are not imperfections to be hidden away in the dark. These markings are the profound geography of survival. They are the beautiful, enduring proof that this little moon has weathered the storms of time and remained whole. The silver light gathers in those deep craters, illuminating them, making the celestial body even more breathtaking than if it were perfectly smooth. The same is true for you. The quiet battles you have fought, the invisible scars you carry, the moments of profound weariness, they do not diminish your value. They are the beautiful, intricate maps of your own survival. You have endured. You have navigated the complex, often overwhelming currents of your life, and you are still here, still shining softly in the dark. The universe does not ask you to be flawless. It only asks you to exist, to breathe, and to let yourself be held by the eternal embrace of gravity. Your vulnerabilities are seen here, and they are met only with the absolute, unconditional acceptance of the pristine night. Allow that realization to settle deep within your chest. You are allowed to be entirely as you are, as you float in this perfect, zero-gravity sanctuary, feeling lighter and more untethered with every passing second. Take a moment to look at your own hands in your mind's eye. Think about the very atoms that make up your physical form, the iron that flows through your veins, giving you life, the calcium that forms your bones, giving you strength, the carbon that makes up the very essence of your being. None of these elements were created on Earth. They were forged billions of years ago in the superheated hearts of ancient, majestic stars, when those eternal stars finally reached the end of their long, brilliant lives. They did not simply vanish. They gently exhaled their precious elements out into the deep violet void, sending them drifting across the galaxies like shimmering gold dust, waiting for the perfect moment to come together again. You are not just a temporary visitor in this universe. You are literally made of star stuff. You are a breathtaking mosaic of ancient light and cosmic dust, gathered together to experience the wonder of existence for a fleeting, beautiful moment. Because you are made of the stars. You fundamentally belong here. You connect to the deep, silent void because it is your original home. When you look up at the night sky, You are not a stranger looking at something separate and cold. You are the universe looking back at itself. You are a piece of the cosmos that has finally woken up. And now, you are returning to the quiet, eternal cradle to rest. Feel the profound intimacy of that connection. You are woven into the very fabric of this grand design. The same invisible dark matter that holds the mighty spiral galaxies together is the same unseen force of love and resilience that holds you together when you feel like falling apart. You are deeply connected to the slow, majestic turn of the planets, to the gentle hum of the vacuum, to the endless, shimmering rivers of light. You belong. You have always belonged. And here, in the gentle core of the night, you are completely, undeniably safe, as we float here together, suspended in this eternal, weightless sanctuary, watching the universe turn so very slowly. I find myself wondering about the beautiful blue world we left behind. The Earth is spinning quietly in its own orbit. A tiny, precious jewel wrapped in a thin blanket of atmosphere. I wonder, where on our beautiful blue planet are you joining me from tonight? If you feel called to do so, please leave a gentle comment below. Let your location be a small, shining coordinate of peace in this vast galaxy. It does not matter if you are resting in a bustling city that has finally gone quiet, or in a remote countryside where the night is perfectly still. By sharing your coordinate, you are connecting with other sleepy souls around the globe, creating an invisible, comforting web of rest across the surface of the Earth. We are all drifting together, anchored by the same ancient stars, sharing this one perfect moment of absolute calm. Now, let your mind drift away from the Earth once more. Let the blue planet become a tiny, insignificant speck in the distance as you sink even deeper into the pristine cool of the cosmos. The intimacy of this space is a warm, heavy blanket. Your breathing has become a slow, rhythmic tide, echoing the gentle expansion of the universe itself. With every slow inhale, you draw in the ancient, restorative energy of the stardust. With every long, completely unhurried exhale, you release any lingering tether to the waking world. You are floating in a state of pure being. The worries of tomorrow do not exist here. The regrets of yesterday have dissolved into the silent, sweeping currents of the dark matter. There is only the eternal now, the soft, the shimmering light of the distant nebulae paints the deep violet canvas with strokes of pale pink and muted indigo. A lullaby of color played just for you. The universe is holding you with an infinite tenderness, wrapping you in a gravity so gentle it feels like a soft caress against your tired mind. Rest in the knowledge that you are a miracle of cosmic engineering. Rest in the comfort that your scars are beautiful, that your journey is valid, and that your presence is essential to the harmony of the whole. You are deeply loved by the silent dark. You are protected by the unseen mass. You are eternal. Let the weightlessness carry you further into the quiet. Let the deep, ancient hum of the void rock you gently, back and forth. In the cradle of the infinite, you are home. You are made of stars, and you are finally allowed to close your eyes and truly, deeply, peacefully sleep. Slowly, the intimate connection with the tiny moon and the stardust within your own being begins to softly expand. your perspective widens, pulling back like a gentle, invisible lens panning across the ultimate horizonless masterpiece. The space around you opens up completely, revealing an endless, infinite expanse of deep violet. You are no longer tethered to any single coordinate, no longer anchored to a specific destination or a familiar star. Imagine a magnificent vessel of light, traversing the void for eons. Now, imagine its engines completely powering down, the soft, rhythmic hum fading into the absolute, profound quiet. There is no more thrust, no more mechanism required to move forward. You are simply coasting, carried along by the ancient, gentle inertia of the cosmos. You drift, you glide, you surrender completely to the momentum of the unseen gravitational rivers that flow peacefully between the stars. On the surface of a busy world, there is always a direction. There is an up, and there is a down. There is a weight that pulls, a pressure that demands your constant, waking attention. But here, in this boundless ocean of night, those concepts simply dissolve into the vacuum. Up and down lose their meaning entirely. The heavy sensation of gravity is replaced by a total, magnificent weightlessness. Your physical form feels as though it is softly expanding, blending seamlessly into the pristine cool of the dark. You are free floating in a space with no boundaries, no borders, no edge to ever meet you. You do not need to brace yourself against anything. You do not need to carry the weight of tomorrow's schedules or the lingering echoes of yesterday's tasks. There is only the pure, unadulterated freedom of existence. Listen to the deep silence. It is a quiet so profound, so pure, that it becomes a physical presence, a soothing balm that coats your tired mind. On a planetary surface, even the deepest night is filled with the friction of sound, the rustle of air, the murmur of the environment, the distant hum of machinery. But this vacuum is the ultimate sanctuary of hush. It is a silence that has existed since the dawn of time, completely undisturbed. In this endless quiet, your own thoughts begin to slow down, spreading out thin and transparent until they vanish softly into the dark. You are unburdening your mind, letting every complex idea unravel and drift away. As you float, completely unburdened, look out into the endless dark and observe the majestic behavior of cosmic clouds. Picture a vast, beautiful nebula of pale silver and muted rose, resting softly in the open space. In this perfect vacuum, the cloud does not shrink, it does not tighten or tense. It simply expands. It billows outward in slow, effortless motions, its delicate edges dissolving gently into the infinite dark. It does not force its way through space. It simply allows itself to spread, to become wider, to take up the immense room it naturally deserves. You are warmly invited to do the exact same thing in this universe. You do not need to hold on to anything. You do not need to clench your thoughts or guard your energy. Let go. Allow your mind to unfurl like that delicate, expanding cloud. Release the tension you have been storing in your shoulders, in your neck, in your hands. Breathe out and let your worries dissipate into the endless. Dark matter sea. If you let go, you will not fall. There is nowhere to fall in a horizonless universe. The cosmos, with its invisible, protective scaffolding, will simply catch you and cradle you in the zero-gravity dark. You are held by a framework that expects nothing of you other than your peaceful presence. Far off in the boundless distance, another magnificent display of cosmic peace unfolds in supreme slow motion. You are witnessing the meeting of two galaxy clusters, which are the largest bound structures in the universe. They are colossal gatherings of thousands of shimmering galaxies, drifting toward each other across billions of years. But this is not an event of chaos. It is a silent, majestic waltz of cosmic proportions. As these two giants glide through one another, the galaxies mostly pass through because the distances between stars are enormous. There is no destruction, no sudden disruption. They simply interweave, an elegant merging of ancient light and deep shadows, the unseen mass that wraps these clusters. The vast halos of dark matter participates in this silent dance with perfect grace. This invisible material acts like something that barely collides even during one of the most massive events in the cosmos. It does not radiate away energy efficiently, and it does not bump into itself or into atoms in the same frequent way. The picture that emerges is of a vast population of particles that behave like ghosts with weight. They move through the grandest intersections of the universe without causing a single ripple of friction. They are the ultimate masters of smooth, unhindered passage. This is the perfect metaphor for your own release. Let your mind behave like this ghostly, invisible matter. When thoughts or memories drift toward you, you do not need to bump into them. You do not need to interact, to process, or to attach to them. You can simply let them pass right through you, like distant galaxies gliding silently past one another in the dark. You can remain entirely undisturbed, a peaceful ghost with weight, resting comfortably in the cool stillness of the void. There is no friction in your mind right now. Your thoughts can simply glide away, leaving you perfectly empty, perfectly calm, and perfectly free. You are witnessing the grand expansion of reality, a universe that is constantly stretching, constantly creating more space, more room to breathe, more room to simply exist. You are a part of this endless stretching, this gentle, eternal unfolding. The pristine cool of the deep violet surrounds you, a vast, comforting nothingness that is actually filled with the invisible weight of a billion quiet promises. The dark matter behaves like additional mass, offering a comforting gravity that strengthens the places where structure forms. Yet it asks for absolutely nothing in return. It gathers, it clumps, and it strengthens gravity in the quietest way imaginable. You are completely, undeniably free. You drift in the silent vacuum, a peaceful wanderer in a realm where time has stopped, where pressure is a forgotten language, and where the only truth is the gentle, sweeping drift of the stars. The universe is a horizonless ocean, and you are a perfectly weightless drop of light, suspended forever in the calm. Let yourself dissolve a little more into the boundless dark. Let the quiet absorb you. Allow your entire existence to become nothing more than a slow, peaceful exhale into the infinite night. Drift, float, expand, dissolve softly into the beautiful, unending peace. As your vessel of pure awareness coasts through the boundless infinite, having surrendered every last ounce of worry to the deep, silent void. You begin to sense a subtle, familiar shift in the cosmic current. The endless expansion of the dark matter sea has washed away all your burdens, leaving you completely empty, perfectly cleansed, and entirely at peace. You have floated through the grandest architectures of the night, witnessing the slow dance of ancient galaxies and the gentle bending of starlight. You have been a ghost with weight, a silent observer of the eternal dark. And now, having traveled so far and released so much, it is time for the celestial tide to gently turn. The grand, silent waltz of the cosmos continues all around you, but your personal orbit is beginning its slow, graceful arc homeward. Your ship of light, which has been coasting with such effortless momentum, begins to softly decelerate. There are no sudden breaks, no jarring shifts in direction. It is simply a natural, organic slowing down, like a majestic bird spreading its wings to glide on a tranquil updraft. The profound momentum of your journey begins to settle into a quiet, steady glide. You are turning your nose back toward the familiar, guided by a deep, internal compass that always knows the exact coordinates of safety. As you begin this gentle return, notice how the colors outside your window begin to transform. The pristine, violet cool that has bathed your spirit for so long now begins to softly, gently recede. It has done its job, cooling your thoughts and clearing your mind. In its place, the faintest hint of a warm, golden aura begins to bloom on the distant horizon. It is the soft, welcoming glow of your home star, radiating a patient, amber light that reaches out across the millions of miles just to guide you back. The light is not blinding, it is muted, rich, and deeply comforting, like the glow of embers in a quiet hearth at the end of a long, satisfying day. In the boundless dark, you learned the absolute freedom of zero gravity. You experienced the profound relief of having nothing to hold on to, and nothing holding on to you. But now, as you slowly approach your home system, gravity introduces itself once more. It does not return as a demand. It does not return as a burden or a pressure pulling you down. Instead, it approaches like a soft, heavy embrace. It is a welcoming hug from the world that missed you, a gentle reminder that you have a place to land. You are not falling out of the sky. You are being called. You are being gently drawn back by the very gravity that once felt so heavy, but now feels like the welcoming, protective arms of an old, dear friend. As your vessel glides ever closer to this warm, golden sanctuary, you see your personal docking station waiting for you in the quiet dark. It is a place built entirely for your rest, a permanent harbor in the shifting tides of life, to ensure you always have a safe launch pad to return to the stars. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Let this space be your nightly gravity, a reliable sanctuary holding you safe when the waking world feels too fast or too loud. It is a quiet coordinate you can always return to, a permanent tether to peace that will always be here, waiting patiently to carry you back into the calm. Your lightship begins to lower its altitude, drifting, gliding down through the quietest layers of the night sky. The transition from the vacuum of space to the atmosphere of your home is smoother than silk. You do not experience the fiery friction of re-entry. Instead, entering the atmosphere feels like passing through endless layers of soft, warm, golden mist. The mist wraps around your vessel, carrying with it the comforting, familiar essence of warmth. The chill of the deep void is entirely replaced by a soothing, encompassing heat that seeps into your bones, relaxing any tiny muscles that might still hold the memory of tension. Slowly, ever so slowly, the conceptual walls of your cosmic vessel begin to dissolve, melting away into the warm, golden mist. You are no longer floating in the abstract vacuum of space. You are returning to the beautiful, tangible reality of your physical body. But this body is no longer tense, no longer exhausted. It has been bathed in the starlight and purified by the silence. As you cross the threshold back into your own room, the ambient light filtering through your closed eyelids is a soft, comforting amber. The room is safe. The room is quiet. Now, feel the true, magnificent comfort of earthly gravity. It is a sensation to be celebrated. Notice the feeling of your back sinking deeply into the mattress below you. The mattress is your ultimate docking bay, designed to absorb every ounce of your weight. Let it take you. Surrender your physical form entirely to the bed. Feel how gravity gently pulls your shoulders down, encouraging them to sink deeper into the plush surface. It is not a force dragging you. It is a thick, weighted blanket of love, tucking you safely into your sanctuary. Feel the solid, steady support beneath your legs, allowing your muscles to completely switch off. Your arms rest softly at your side, heavy, warm, and utterly relaxed. The pillow rises up to meet your head, a cloud of soft, warm fabric that cradles your neck with perfect precision. In the vacuum of space, there is no texture, no softness of woven cotton, no warmth of a thick quilt. But here, in the beautiful reality of your bed, you are surrounded by softness. Feel the gentle texture of the sheets against your skin. Feel the reassuring weight of the blankets over you. They are the earthly equivalent of the universe's protective dark matter, wrapping you in an invisible, heavy shield that keeps all the noise and cold of the outside world far, far away. The air in your room is not the empty, thin breath of the cosmos. It is rich, warm, and full of life. With every breath you take, you are inhaling the cozy, familiar atmosphere of your own personal haven. Your breathing, which matched the slow turn of the galaxies, now matches the slow, rhythmic rising and falling of your own chest under the heavy blankets. The universe is still out there, turning slowly in the dark, but you do not need to watch it anymore. You have brought its profound silence and its pristine peace back down to earth with you, folding it into the very fibers of your bed. Everything is slowing down. The images behind your eyes are softening, blurring into a warm, abstract haze of gold and amber. Your heartbeat is a slow, steady drum, a quiet metronome guiding you into the deepest levels of relaxation. The gravity of your room is holding you so perfectly, so securely, that you feel entirely anchored, yet completely free to let your mind drift into the realm of dreams. You are tethered to the warmth. You are safe from the cold. The journey through the stars has reminded you of how vast and patient the universe is. And now, that patience is woven into your very own resting body. The heavy, warm embrace of the mattress is holding you exactly where you need to be. There is nowhere else to travel tonight, nothing else to discover. You have returned to the gentlest core of your own existence. You are deeply, deeply warm, perfectly held, and beautifully, completely safe. You are resting now, perfectly still beneath the heavy, comforting warmth of your blankets. The journey across the boundless void has brought you safely back to the most secure coordinate in the cosmos. Your body has surrendered its weight to the welcoming gravity of the Earth, and your breathing has settled into a slow, rhythmic tide that mirrors the quiet turning of the ancient galaxies. There is no more traveling required tonight. You have traversed the invisible web of the universe, and now it is time to simply lie in the dark and let the profound wisdom of the stars wash over you. The physical world around you has faded into a soft, abstract blur, leaving only the pure, timeless essence of peace. As you lie here, safe and completely enveloped in warmth, consider the thick layers of the Earth resting gently beneath you. Far below the surface of this beautiful blue planet, deeply buried under mountains and hidden within quiet mines, there are spaces designed purely for the act of waiting. These are the underground laboratories, sanctuaries built by human hands to escape the endless noise of the world above. In these profound depths, the thick layers of earth and rock act as a magnificent, natural shield, blocking out the chaotic cosmic rays and the relentless chatter of the daylight. These spaces are the ultimate silence chambers. They are constructed to be listening rooms for the universe. Inside these deeply buried havens, ultra-clean materials sit in absolute, perfect stillness. They are waiting. They are not rushing the cosmos. They are not demanding immediate answers. They simply exist in the pristine cool of the dark, waiting for a profoundly rare moment when a single, invisible particle of dark matter might pass through and leave the faintest, gentlest tap. The researchers who build these spaces know that they might wait for years, listening patiently to the quiet, hoping to catch a subtle whisper from the universe's hidden mass. Your bedroom has become your own private listening chamber. The heavy blankets covering you are like those protective layers of earth, shielding your tired mind from the loud, demanding noises of the waking hours. You are insulated from the rushing world. You are safe here. You do not need to force sleep to arrive. Just as those quiet underground detectors cannot force the invisible particles to interact, you only need to create the quiet space and wait with a soft, open patience. The universe has existed for billions of years without needing to rush. It took eons for the invisible framework of dark matter to gather the gas, to cool the empty spaces, and to gently ignite the very first stars. The cosmos operates on an eternal, unhurried timeline. You are granted that exact same grace tonight. You do not need to move. You do not need to think. You only need to be. Stars do not struggle to shine. They do not worry about how bright their light will be, or how far it will travel across the dark. They simply exist, resting in the deep gravitational basins created by the unseen mass, allowing their natural light to unfold exactly as it was meant to. You do not need to struggle to find peace. You do not need to wrestle with the lingering thoughts of the day. You have done enough. You have carried your burdens bravely, and you have navigated the complex currents of your life. Now, the day is truly over. There is nothing left to solve. Let the edges of your physical form begin to dissolve into the comforting dark. Feel the boundaries between your resting body and the quiet atmosphere of your room softly melt away. You are merging with the night. The heavy gravity holds you, and the unseen mass of the universe watches over you. You are fading into the timeless rhythm of the cosmos, becoming one with the gentle, invisible flow that connects every single atom to the furthest reaches of the galaxy. You are safe here. The universe holds you. Rest now. Allow these words to anchor your spirit. Repeat them silently in the quiet space of your mind, letting them become a slow, soothing mantra. You are safe here. The universe holds you. Rest now. The dark matter that shapes the sprawling cosmic web, that bends the ancient starlight and guides the majestic rotation of the spiral arms, is the very same architecture of peace that surrounds your bed tonight. It is a presence, a background weight, a quiet architecture that gives the cosmos its form, and it gives your mind a place to finally settle. In the deepest underground listening rooms, some scientists use cooling crystals waiting in the dark to feel the minute vibrations of the universe. They turn a solid crystal into a musical instrument for rare physics, waiting for it to ring with a distinctive, quiet note when touched by the invisible. Your resting body is now that quiet instrument. It is perfectly tuned to the frequency of peace. Every muscle, every nerve, every fiber of your being is vibrating with the slow, eternal hum of the dark. You are absorbing the absolute stillness. As you lie here, the invisible particles of the cosmos are streaming through the earth, passing harmlessly through the rock, the oceans, and even your own resting form. They leave no trace, no disturbance. Only the profound knowledge that you are intimately connected to the grandest mysteries of reality. You are immersed in a ghost-like flow of ancient matter, a gentle river of the unseen that has been traveling since the dawn of time just to pass through your quiet room tonight. Let your awareness dissolve into this invisible river. The thoughts that felt so heavy and sharp earlier today are now softening, blurring like distant lights seen through a rain-streaked window at night. They are losing their shape, melting into the vast, forgiving ocean of the eternal dark. You are stepping out of the rigid stream of earthly time and floating into a space that is completely timeless. The past is a completed constellation, beautiful but unreachable. The future is an unformed nebula, soft and entirely unwritten. All that matters is this exact moment, this singular breath, this perfect, heavy stillness. You are safe here. The universe holds you. Rest now. The universe does not ask for your productivity. It does not measure your worth by what you have accomplished since the sun rose. It only asks that you allow yourself to be held. The majestic slowness of the colliding galaxy clusters, the patient gathering of the cosmic web, the quiet vigil of the listening rooms, deep underground, they are all testaments to the supreme patience of existence. There is no deadline in the deep violet void. There is no urgency in the orbit of the moon. You are free to let go of every expectation. You are free to merge completely with the silence. Feel the profound comfort of the shadows. The dark is not empty. It is spacious. It is rich with the invisible mass that keeps everything from flying apart. It is the ultimate container for your rest. Let your consciousness fade deeper into this spacious dark, sinking layer by layer through the velvet, heavy night. Your breath is a slow, rhythmic whisper, the only sound in your own private silence chamber. The cosmic awe you experienced out among the stars has folded inward, becoming a deep, abiding self-compassion. The universe took billions of years to create the exact elements that make up your form, waiting patiently for the stars to forge the iron in your blood and the calcium in your bones. You are a masterpiece of cosmic patience. Treat yourself with that same gentle reverence. You do not need to force yourself to be anything other than a resting soul, cradled by the gravity of a beautiful blue planet, watched over by the ancient, sleepy stars. You are safe here. The universe holds you. Rest now. Let the warmth of your bed envelop you completely. The golden glow of your inner sanctuary has chased away all the cold of the vacuum. You are anchored, yet you are weightless. You are a tiny, precious spark of consciousness resting in the palm of the infinite. Allow the timeless, eternal peace of the dark matter to absorb your final waking thoughts. Drift into the beautiful, unhurried rhythm of the night, trusting that the unseen architecture of the world will keep you perfectly secure until the morning light. The universe is preparing for rest. The lights of the cosmos are dimming. Far away, the bright spiral galaxies are turning down their glow. The silver light is softening. The pale amber stars are fading. They are fading into the deep velvet darkness. One by one, the ancient stars are closing their eyes. The cosmic web is going dark. The light is no longer needed. The velvet darkness is taking over. It is a warm darkness. It is a safe darkness. The universe is wrapping itself in a heavy blanket of night. You are wrapped in that same heavy blanket. The light fades. The silence grows. The silence is deep. The silence is heavy. It settles over you like fine, invisible dust. The world is standing perfectly still. There is no movement in the sky. There is no movement in your room. Everything has stopped. Everything is resting. The universe is entirely still. You are entirely still. Your breath is the only rhythm left. It is slow. It is very slow. You breathe in the warm darkness. You breathe out the last echoes of the day. Inhale the deep silence. Exhale the faded light. Your breathing is as slow as the turning of the earth. The earth turns in the dark. It does not rush. You do not rush. Each breath makes you heavier. Each breath pulls you deeper. You are sinking deeper into the warmth. You are sinking deeper into the silence. Your chest rises, slow and calm. Your chest falls, heavy and warm. You are sinking. The gravity of the room is a gentle weight. It presses softly against your skin. It tells you it is time to rest. You are sinking deeper into the mattress. The mattress holds you. The earth holds you. The dark matter holds you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slow. Heavy. Deep. The air is warm. The room is quiet. You are drifting. You are drifting down. Bring your awareness to your feet. Your feet are resting. They have carried you all day. Now they do not need to move. They are sinking into the warm bed. They are heavy. Your toes are completely still. They are soft and heavy. The soles of your feet are warm. They are sinking. The heels of your feet sink deeper into the mattress. The heaviness moves up. It moves slowly. It moves into your ankles. Your ankles are relaxed. They are heavy. They are sinking. The heaviness flows into your legs. Your lower legs are heavy. Your calves sink into the soft bed. Your knees are soft. Your knees are completely still. Your thighs are sinking deeper. Your legs are like heavy stones resting on the bottom of a quiet pond. They are anchored to the earth. They are anchored by the warm gravity. The gravity is a thick, velvet blanket. Your legs are entirely relaxed. They are so heavy, you do not want to move them. You do not need to move them. They are perfectly still. They are sinking deeper, deeper into the warmth, deeper into the silence. The warm heaviness continues to rise. It flows slowly into your hips. Your hips are sinking. They are settling heavy into the mattress. The warm gravity pulls them down gently. It flows into your back. Your lower back is heavy. It sinks into the support of the bed. Your upper back is heavy. The mattress supports every single inch of your spine. You are sinking deeper. The warm heaviness wraps around your chest. Your chest is relaxed. It barely moves as you breathe. Slow and heavy. The heaviness flows into your shoulders. Your shoulders drop. They let go of the day. They melt into the bed. They are so incredibly heavy. The warm heaviness pours down your arms. Your upper arms are heavy. They sink into the sheets. Your elbows are still. Your lower arms are sinking. Your wrists are soft. Your hands are resting. Your fingers are completely still. Your hands lie quiet. They are warm and they are heavy. They do not need to hold anything. They are empty. They are resting. Your arms and your hands are sinking deeper, deeper into the velvet darkness, deeper into the quiet. You are drifting. You are sinking. The gravity holds you. The warmth holds you. The warm heaviness moves up your neck. Your neck releases its grip. All the tension melts away. Your head is heavy on the pillow. The pillow is soft. The pillow is warm. It cradles your heavy head. Your head sinks deeper. The heaviness washes over your face. Your jaw relaxes. It drops slightly in the dark. Your lips are still. Your cheeks are soft. Your forehead is completely smooth. All the thoughts are gone. All the tension is gone. The warm heaviness settles over your eyes. Your eyelids are so heavy. They are as heavy as quiet planets settling into their final orbit. They are resting. They seal out the light. They welcome the velvet darkness. The darkness behind your closed eyes is the exact same darkness of the deep cosmos. It is safe. It is warm. It is profoundly still. You are drifting. You are drifting so slowly. The world has stopped. The stars are asleep. The universe is silent. You are heavy. You are warm. You are sinking. The velvet darkness is everywhere. It covers the quiet room. It covers the vast sky. It covers your peaceful mind. The silence is absolute. It is a warm silence. It is a heavy silence. You drift deeper. Every slow breath pulls you deeper. Slow, heavy, warm, still. You are floating in the dark. You are anchored to the bed. The bed is your entire universe now. The thick blankets are the dark matter. They keep you safe. They keep you warm. Your body is a sleeping galaxy. Every single cell is resting. Every single thought has faded. The light is gone. The noise is gone. Only the heavy, warm, dark remains. You sink deeper, deeper into the mattress, deeper into the silence. Your hands are heavy. Your feet are heavy. Your eyes are heavy. You are drifting down, down into the dark. The dark is soft like velvet. The dark is quiet. The dark is waiting for you. Breathe in the slow, heavy dark. Breathe out the very last faint memory of light. The distant stars have all closed their eyes. The shimmering cosmic dust has settled perfectly still. The grand spiral arms have stopped their slow turning. The universe is sleeping. You are sleeping with it. The deep silence is a heavy blanket. The gentle warmth is a heavy blanket. You are sinking beneath them. You are sinking so very deep. There is no top. There is no bottom. There is only the slow, eternal drift. The drift into deep rest. The drift into perfect peace. Your resting body is a shadow in the warm room. It is a comfortable shadow. It is entirely relaxed. Your breath is a faint whisper, a slow, fading whisper. You are so heavy. You are so warm. You are drifting deeper, deeper and deeper. Nothing moves. Nothing changes. The night is eternal. The rest is eternal. You are sinking. You are drifting. Slow, heavy, deep, warm, silence, velvet darkness. The quiet is complete. The heavy stillness is complete. Your mind is a calm, dark ocean. There are no waves. There are no ripples. The surface is perfectly smooth. The depths are warm and silent. You are sinking into those depths. You do not resist. You simply let go. You let the heaviness take you. The warm gravity pulls you down into sleep. Your eyelids are locked in a soft, heavy rest. Your hands are heavy stones in the dark. Your feet are anchored in the quiet, warm. You breathe in the velvet darkness. You breathe out, slow, heavy, deep. The room is safe. The night is safe. The universe is holding you in its quiet, dark center. You are drifting away from the waking world. You are drifting into the deep, heavy sleep. Slow, warm, silent, heavy, deeper, sinking, drifting. The velvet darkness embraces you. The cosmic lights are out. The world is at peace. You are at peace. The journey is complete. Your vessel of pure awareness has finally come to a complete and total stop, resting securely in the ultimate sanctuary of your own warm bed. The engines of your mind are powered down. The magnificent, sweeping views of the cosmos have been replaced by the soft, comforting velvet of the inside of your eyelids. You are lingering right at the very edge of the waking world, balancing perfectly on the quiet threshold of a deep, restorative slumber. There is nothing left for you to do. There is nowhere else for you to go. The universe has taken over the night shift, and the unseen, ancient mass of the dark matter is standing guard over your room. You are completely protected by the absolute silence of the void. As you prepare to cross over into the realm of dreams, the universe will gently dim its final lights for you, counting down the last remaining steps into the perfect, heavy dark. 10. The majestic spiral of a distant galaxy finally folds its sweeping arms of light. surrendering to the quiet of the endless night. The billions of ancient stars that once turned in that grand, golden wheel now lower their glow, fading softly into the deep, velvet darkness. The unseen halo of dark matter that holds them all together acts as a thick, heavy blanket, wrapping the entire galaxy in a cocoon of perfect, undisturbed peace. Just as the galaxy rests in its invisible cradle, you are resting in the heavy, warm embrace of your mattress. The last layer of the day's lingering worry dissolves into the cool vacuum, floating away until it is completely, permanently gone. There is nothing left to hold on to. You are safe. Sleep is here. Good night. 9. The glowing filaments of the cosmic web, those magnificent bridges of light that span across the observable universe, begin to softly extinguish. The grand, shining architecture dims, leaving only the invisible, comforting structure of the dark matter to hold the cosmos safely in place. As the celestial light fades into the background, another layer of your own conscious thought gently melts away. You are sinking deeper into the warmth of your blankets, your physical form feeling as heavy and as permanent as the unseen mass that guides the stars. The universe is guarding your room, ensuring that absolutely nothing can disturb your profound calm. You are completely enveloped in the quiet. You are safe. Sleep is here. Good night. 8. A beautiful, quiet nebula, a distant nursery where stars are born, cools and settles into the shadows. The soft, swirling colors of pale rose, muted amber, and deep indigo blend seamlessly together until they become one with the absolute black of the void. The universe does not ask anything of you tonight. It does not require you to shine, to produce, or to be anything other than a resting soul. Your heavy eyelids are sealed shut, shielding you from the waking world, locking you safely within this perfect, zero-gravity dreamscape. Your breathing is slow, steady, and entirely automatic. The heavy gravity of the earth holds you in a loving, warm embrace. You are safe. Sleep is here. Good night. 7. The faint, shimmering particles of ancient stardust that have been drifting through the boundless dark for eons finally come to rest. They have traveled across unimaginable oceans of silence. And now, they have found their quiet harbor, your own wandering thoughts. The ones that traveled so far and worked so hard today have also found their final resting place. Your mind is now an empty, peaceful ocean, a dark and tranquil sea with absolutely no waves and no currents. The gravity of the earth is a warm, loving anchor, keeping you perfectly tucked beneath your heavy covers. The silence in your room is absolute. You are safe. Sleep is here. Good night. 6. The magnificent Einstein rings, the halos of bent and magnified light that once decorated the deep violet sky, gently close their perfect circles and fade into the ultimate quiet. The profound magic of the cosmos, the bending of space and time, is now focused entirely on tucking you in. Time itself is slowing down, stretching and expanding until the concept of tomorrow completely disappears. There is only this singular, eternal moment of heavy, warm rest. Your arms and legs are delightfully numb, sinking so deeply into the mattress that you can no longer feel where your body ends and the bed begins. You are a peaceful shadow in the dark. You are safe. Sleep is here. Good night. 5. The sweeping rivers of ancient stars, the stellar streams that once flowed like glowing ribbons around the edges of the galaxies, slow their majestic current to an absolute halt. The celestial flow has stopped, and in its place is a stagnant, beautiful pool of serenity. You have nowhere else to be, and you have nothing else to do. Your cosmic vessel has powered down entirely, drifting perfectly on the silent inertia of the dark. The pristine cool of the universe outside is balanced flawlessly by the deep, cozy warmth of your room. Every muscle in your body has surrendered completely to the pull of rest. You are safe. Sleep is here. Good night. 4. The colossal galaxy clusters, the largest and most ancient giants of the deep night, finish their slow, silent waltz. They merge together in the distance, becoming a single, peaceful shadow against the velvet curtain of space. The gentle, collisionless nature of the dark matter ensures that this merging is perfectly peaceful, without a single sound or disruption. As they settle into the dark, your own internal rhythms synchronize with their absolute stillness. Your heart beats with the slow, steady drum of a universe at complete rest. You are completely supported, held by the infinite patience of the cosmos. The heavy warmth surrounds you. You are safe. Sleep is here. Good night. 3. The gentle core of your own being, the spark of life made from the very same stardust as the ancient heavens, dims its waking light. You are powering down the final, quiet systems of your consciousness, the last remaining wisps of tension in your jaw, your neck, and your shoulders melt entirely away, dissolving into the warm gravity that holds you. You are completely surrendered to the heavy, comforting dark. You are a peaceful ghost with weight, resting in a sanctuary where no harm, no stress, and no noise can ever reach you. The deep silence is your protector. You are sinking gracefully into the abyss of dreams. You are safe. Sleep is here. Good night. 2. The very edge of the observable universe whispers a final, quiet lullaby across the billions of light years. It is a hum so low, so deep, and so profoundly peaceful that it vibrates only within the landscape of your approaching dreams. The darkness around you is a soft, heavy, velvet cocoon. It wraps around your mind, protecting your transition into the deepest levels of slumber. The room is a sanctuary. The night is an endless, forgiving embrace. You are drifting gracefully over the threshold, leaving the waking world entirely behind. You are suspended in the eternal, unhurried rhythm of the cosmic void. You are safe. Sleep is here. Good night. 1. The last remaining star in the sky, the gentle, golden guardian of your personal night, blinks softly, says a quiet farewell, and goes to sleep. The cosmic countdown is complete. The universe is entirely dark, entirely quiet, and perfectly at peace. You are free-floating in the pure, comforting emptiness of deep, restorative rest. There is no more light, no more thought, no more distance to travel. you have arrived at the ultimate destination of absolute calm. The invisible mass of the cosmos holds you in its eternal, loving hands. You are sinking into the most beautiful, healing sleep. You are safe. Sleep is here. Good night. Good night. Traveler, the stars will watch over you. Sweet dreams.